Hello, my name is Weston Gaiman, and I'm the founder of Stairs2Chairs. Our mission is to make the world accessible for all. So, what does making the world accessible for all look like? Well, it begins with eliminating barriers for individuals with disabilities. There are many obstacles that people with disabilities face on a daily basis. First, not all buildings are accessible. You cannot just go out to eat without first worrying whether or not you can get into the establishment. But people with disabilities not only run into barriers in public, sometimes there are challenges within their own homes. Perhaps they do not have the resources to build a ramp on their house, or maybe they cannot go into the community because they do not have proper transportation. There are things that can be done in order to make someone living with a disability more independent. And we, here at Stairs2Chairs, want to provide these services for no cost. Whether these services entail providing home renovations for families or making sure that public buildings are up to ADA compliant standards, we are here to serve those in need. Now, you may be thinking, why as an organization have we decided to take on this cause? Well, I actually have a physical disability called spinal muscular atrophy, or SMA. SMA is a progressively degenerative disease that affects the motor nerve cells in the spinal cord and impacts the muscles used for activities like breathing, eating, crawling, and walking. But my condition is just one of many which affects families throughout the country. I am determined to bring positive change to other individuals like myself. I personally know and understand the challenges that people with disabilities face. That is what separates Stairs2Chairs from any other nonprofit organization. But let me take you back to the beginning. I was diagnosed with SMA around 9 months old when my parents started noticing a decrease in my muscle function and decided to take me to get evaluated. This was a very scary diagnosis for my parents to receive, since SMA is the #1 genetic cause of death for infants. 95% of individuals with my disability pass away before they reach the age of 2. So I am truly blessed that I'm alive, and I believe God has placed me on this earth to make a difference. Growing up with a disability is different than any other child growing up. You realize very quickly that not everyone is like you, and therefore other people do not know or understand the life that you live. Many times children with disabilities are excluded from certain activities simply because their needs cannot be accommodated. This is not acceptable. As I matured, I realized that I wanted to do something about this. I naturally have connections with other people in the disability community, as well as healthcare agencies and hospitals that notice the same need that I do. These connections will be a great asset for Stairs2Chairs' overall mission. I also have established a great board of directors that share the same passion as I do. The first member of the board is Riley Johnson. Riley has spinal muscular atrophy, and I have known him since I was 9 months old. He is the CEO of his own company called Vandermeer, so he brings great knowledge about how to run a successful organization. Next, we have John Lee. John is a behavior technician supervisor at the Vista School. He works with individuals with disabilities on a daily basis and is a perfect fit for our team. And lastly, we have Tyler Voppel. Tyler currently works for the Borough of Steelton as a grant writer. Grant writing is one of the main aspects of running a nonprofit organization, so I am honored to have him as part of the board of directors. Altogether, our board will work as a team to accomplish our goals. One of Stairs2Chairs' immediate goals is to gain monthly members. This is one of our primary avenues for revenue. There will be 3 different tier levels that someone can choose to donate at. The money received from these donations will go directly to funding our mission. The second goal is to provide renovations for a family in need. This would include everything from building a ramp to purchasing a lift to widening doorways for a client at no cost to them. Our next goal is to partner with non-ADA compliant businesses. Many businesses, especially in cities, do not have handicapped parking, curb cutouts, push buttons to open doors, or even ramps to access the establishment. We will provide these renovations for the business for free of charge. Stairs2Chairs' last goal is to host multiple awareness events. These events will be open to the public and range from golf outings and bowling tournaments to banquet dinners. During these events, there will be raffles and silent auctions for everyone to participate in. These events are a great time to highlight the families and businesses that we have provided renovations for and show people exactly where their donations are going. Our hope is that both our clients and our donors will attend these events so that they can connect with one another. These 4 goals are mostly aimed to achieve our short-term mission, but Stairs2Chairs will be expanding down the line. Obviously, the need for renovations is not limited to the Harrisburg area. Therefore, we hope to expand in the near future and provide assistance to families and businesses nationwide, primarily focusing on urban centers first, but without neglecting the need of those in the rural areas. Stairs2Chairs will be offering medical equipment for individuals in the future. A lot of people living with disabilities rely on certain equipment in order to sustain their health or even keep them breathing. But too many times, this equipment either takes too long to receive or insurance companies refuse to pay for it, and families are left with no other option but to pay out of pocket. This leads to the third issue that Stairs2Chairs wants to tackle, which is the insurance barriers that exist. Insurance companies are picky with what they choose to approve and deny. 99% of the time they will deny an inquiry until you appeal the decision. But by the time you go through this process, you have been in need for 3 to 4 months or sometimes even longer, at which point it might be too late. There should not be this many hoops for families to jump through when they have other pressing issues in their lives. That is why Stairs2Chairs will be eliminating all the logistical problems surrounding this process. A way to do this is by participating in legislative lobbying. This includes advocating for individuals with disabilities to local state representatives and senators. The only way to make a huge impact is through legislation, and that is something that Stairs2Chairs will constantly be striving for. One way that you can assist us here at Stairs2Chairs is by partnering with us. We are looking for partners that will allow us to advertise our nonprofit in their business. This would include letting us put pamphlets and brochures in common areas so that people can learn what Stairs2Chairs' mission is, along with ways to donate. We are also looking to partner with hospitals and healthcare organizations that will connect their clientele with our organization in order to fulfill any needs that they may have. Another way that you may be able to help Stairs2Chairs is by becoming a sponsor at our events. As I mentioned earlier, we plan on hosting awareness events throughout the year. If you are a business that supports what we are doing and want to advertise your company at these events, becoming a sponsor is a great way to do so. Specific prices and sponsorship packages will be discussed on an individual basis. The third way that you may be able to help us out is if you are a contractor. We are looking to team up with both commercial and residential contractors in order to do the physical renovations themselves. Stairs2Chairs will cover the material and any labor costs required for these projects. And finally, we are just looking for everyone to help us spread the word of our organization. Tell your family and friends about Stairs2Chairs and what we are doing for the community. The more people that know us and what we do, the more people we can assist and help improve their quality of life. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this presentation. Stairs2Chairs has been a project that I've been working on since 2018. It means so much to me. For all the times I needed accommodations provided for myself, it was never by someone who looked like me. It was always by someone walking on their own 2 feet. I can only imagine what it would feel like for someone that looked like me and has the same experiences that I do, help me with achieving a new level of independence. That is why I can't wait to be that person for someone else who has a disability. Thanks again, and feel free to visit Stairs2Chairs.org for more information.